Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Antibiotics. Antibiotics is an important unit of pharmacology. And as you know, what is the meaning of pharmacology in brief? Logi, knowledge. Pharma, drugs. Knowledge about drugs. And the important and the most important unit is antibiotics. I already told you what is the meaning of antibiotics. The word antibiotics is derived or abstracted from the word antibiosis, and the meaning of antibiosis is against life. There are drugs which act against bacteria or bacteriae are called antibacterial drugs. There are drugs which act against fungus and fungi, and the topic is, or the drugs or the agents are called antifungal drugs. And another group of drug, important group of drug is the drugs acting against viruses are called antiviral drugs or antivirals, which is an important topic keeping in view nowadays the name, the virus, coronavirus or COVID 19, which has locked down the world, which has become the pandemic nowadays. So, antiviral drugs are very important. And before starting the antiviral drugs or antivirals, one must know what is the structure of virus. What do you mean by virus? What is the structure of the virus? What is the life cycle of the virus? And what is the mode of action or mechanism of action of the virus? So, in the beginning, we start what is the structure of the virus? What are the examples of pathogenic viruses? What is the life history of the viral infection? What is the classification of antiviral drugs? Keeping in view their therapeutic uses, classification of antiviral drugs on basis of mechanism of action, and how the virus act and what are the groups of the viruses. So first of all, we know what is virus. Viruses are small infective agents that are incapable of their reproduction outside the host living cells. Means virus cannot replicate, multiply, or go to growth into many viruses without the presence of host cell, living tissue. So when the virus is outside the living cell, it is called virion. And when the virus is within the living cell, undergoing replication, multiplication, growth, then it is called virus. So the free living organism or virus outside its host or outside the living tissue or is called, these particles are termed as virions. So you must be knowing what is virus, what is virion. The virion consists of segments of nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA, ribonucleic acid, enclosed in a protein coat. That nucleic acid having DNA or RNA is enveloped or is encircled or having a protein coat. This protein coat comprised of symmetrical repeating structural units of capsomeres. These are the very small units with in combination encircling the nucleic acid RNA DNA is called a protein coat known as these small units are known as capsomere and the whole outer enveloped layer is called capsid. So the viral coat capsid along with the nucleic acid or nucleic acid core having RNA or DNA is termed as nucleocapsid. Some viruses have, in addition, another outer envelope or outer layer, a further external lipoprotein envelope, which contain antigenic viral glycoprotein or phospholipids that is obtained or acquired from its host to which it attacks the living cells. So, when the nucleocapsid bursts through the membranes of the infected living cell, certain viruses also contain enzymes that initiate their replication in the host living cell. Viruses are generally characterized either as DNA or RNA viruses, depending on the nature of their nucleic acid content. These two broad categories are subdivided into some other subclasses or 6 classes approximately, as shown in this diagram. So, you must be knowing viruses are small infective agents consisting of central nucleic acid, RNA or DNA, enclosed or enveloped by a protein coat. So, viruses, you must also be know, viruses are obligate intracellular parasites. They are not the cells, they are not the living cells. They are the obligate intracellular parasites. They are not cells. They lack both a cell wall and a cell membrane, which is an initial part or essential part of a living cell. So the viruses are the small infective agents, 20 to 30 nanometer, you can say the size, the small infective agents. They lack both a cell wall. It is very important to know viruses cannot have, structurally cannot have a cell wall or a cell membrane. They do not have their own metabolic machinery. They cannot get their own self nutrition or energy. They are dependent on the living cell, on the host cell. So, viral reproduction or replication uses host living cell metabolic process or machinery of the living cell to which they infect. So, DNA viruses usually enter the host cell nucleus, that is in the center of the cell. DNA viruses usually, normally, generally enter the host cell nucleus and direct the generation of other viruses or new viruses. Generation of new viruses occur when DNA viruses enter the host living cell nucleus. RNA viruses direct the generation of new viruses, usually without involving the host cell nucleus. So, DNA viruses involve the nucleus of the cell, and the RNA viruses generally do not involve the center or the nucleus of the host living cell. Another term, RNA retroviruses. For example, HIV infection में human immunodeficiency viruses, T cell leukemia viruses contain an enzyme reverse transcriptase, which makes a DNA copy of the viral RNA. This DNA copy is integrated into the host cell genome and directs the generation of other viruses or new viruses particles. What are the examples of pathogenic viruses or virus functions? Virus can infect all living organism, as in human cells, animal cells, plant cells. They use the victims. Victim means on which they attack. So viruses use the victim's own metabolic process for their replication, for their growth, for their multiplication. So the first step in this process is facilitated by polypeptide binding sites on the envelope or capsid interacting with the binding receptors on the host cells. To simplify it, I can say कि वायरस के ऊपर आउटर लेयर पॉलीपेप्टाइड की होती है, उसमें ऐसे स्पेसेस या साइट्स बनी होती हैं जो कि जब लिविंग सेल को अटैक करती हैं तो लिविंग सेल की जो आउटर लेयर है उसके साथ रिसेप्टर सेल की जो रिसेप्शंस कह सकते हैं, वो रिसेप्टिंग साइट्स हैं फॉर द आउटर लेयर ऑफ द वायरस के लिए. सो जब वायरस होस्ट सेल के ऊपर अटैक करेगा तो वायरस की आउटर वॉल, पेरिफेरल वॉल, वो बाइंडिंग साइट्स जो है रिसेप्टर्स की या होस्ट सेल्स की जो रिसेप्टर्स होती हैं, बाइंडिंग साइट्स, उनके साथ अटैच हो जाती है, बाउंड बना लेती है, एक बाउंड बन जाता है और उसकी अटैचमेंट इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाती है. सो दिस पैराग्राफ इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप इन दिस प्रोसेस इज फैसिलिटेटेड बाय पॉलीपेप्टाइड बाइंडिंग साइट्स ऑन द envelope or capsid of the virus interacting with the binding receptors on the living host cells of the body of the human being, plant, animals. These receptors are normal cell membrane constituents, that is the receptor for cytokinase, for neurotransmitters or hormones or ion channels. Following attachment, जब वायरस ऊपर अपनी पेरिफेरल लेयर से जब अटैच हो जाता है होस्ट लिविंग सेल के आउटर वॉल के साथ, द रिसेप्टर वायरसेस कम्प्लेक्स बन जाता है, दैट इज ऑफ द होस्ट आउटर लेयर ऑफ द होस्ट लिविंग सेल, और जो वायरस है उसकी अटैचमेंट, अब वायरस अटैच हो चुका है ह्यूमन सेल की आउटर वॉल के साथ. सो इट इज़ कॉल्ड द रिसेप्टर वायरस कम्प्लेक्स. This receptor virus complex enters the cell, penetrates the cell, often by receptor mediated endocytosis भी कहते हैं इस प्रोसेस को. This process is also called receptor mediated endocytosis, during which time the virus coat may be removed. वायरस की जो आउटर लेयर है, द वायरस कोट and peripheral layer, outer wall, outer layer, the virus coat may be removed by the host living cell enzymes. जैसे आपको बताया कि रिसेप्टर की आउटर वॉल पे, ह्यूमन रिसेप्टर की आउटर वॉल कंटेन द रिसेप्टर्स लाइक साइटोकाइंस, न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स और हार्मोन और आयन चैनल्स. So during which time the virus coat may be removed by the host cell enzymes. Once in the host cells, जब वायरस इस तरीके से उसको रिमूव करके आउटर लेयर को अपनी एंटर हो जाता है लिविंग सेल के अंदर, वंस इन द होस्ट सेल्स मशीनरी फॉर सिंथेसाइजिंग न्यूक्लिक एसिड एंड प्रोटीन इज स्टार्टेड. सिंथेसिस ऑफ न्यूक्लिक एसिड एंड प्रोटीन्स की सिंथेसिस जो है, फॉर्मेशन जो है, वो स्टार्ट हो जाती है. आफ्टर दैट दीज आर असेंबल्ड. ये जो वायरसेस के जब अंदर जाके डिसइंटेग्रेट हुआ है इनटू न्यूक्लिक एसिड, सेपरेट हुआ है एंड इनटू प्रोटीन्स, दीज एक्यूमुलेट अगेन. सिंथेसिस अकर्स विद इन द सेल ऑफ लिविंग सेल और ह्यूमन सेल यू कैन से. और जब अंदर जाके जब ये दोबारा ये इकट्ठे होते हैं, इनकी असेंबलिंग होती है, तो न्यू वायरसेस पार्टिकल्स बन जाती हैं. एक नहीं, कई बन जाते हैं. मैनी वायरसेस आर फॉर्म्ड. एंटर वन वायरस एंटर्स इन द ह्यूमन लिविंग सेल्स, और अंदर जाके जब इनकी न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स की और प्रोटीन की सिंथेसिस होती है तो ये मल्टीप्लाई हो जाते हैं विद इन द सेल इन दिस प्रोसेस. और इस तरह कई प्रोसेस और कई वायरसेस पार्टिकल बन जाते हैं, और विच एक्सर्ट और बाय द एक्सोटाइसिस कम आउट फ्रॉम द लिविंग सेल इन टू मैनी वायरस पार्टिकल्स. सो This is important. One virus is, say for example, is entering the human cell, and many viruses or virions are coming out from that particular living cell. So in this way, multiplication and their growth or replication occurs. DNA viruses, they are double stranded, they are enveloped, they are non-enveloped. फिर सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड नॉन इन्वेलप्ड, फिर कम्प्लेक्स इन्वेलप्ड. ऑल फैमिलीज शोन इन दीज आर दी DNA वायरसेस की सब क्लासेस. RNA वायरसेस, दे आर सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड इन्वेलप्ड भी हो सकते हैं, नॉन इन्वेलप्ड भी, और सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड भी, डबल स्ट्रैंडेड भी. Then we come to DNA viruses. The example of the DNA viruses are pox viruses in smallpox disease, herpes viruses in chickenpox disease, papilloma viruses in warts present on the skin in patients, then adenoviruses in sore throat. These are the example of DNA viruses. Then we come to the RNA viruses. They lead to influenza, measles, RTI respiratory tract infection, rabies, inflammation of meningitis, poliomyelitis, autoimmune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, hepatitis A, B, C, D. Few drugs are selective. So these are the example of RNA viruses leading to influenza, measles, I repeat, respiratory tract infection, RTI, rabies, meningitis, poliomyelitis, AIDS, and hepatitis. Few drugs are selective enough to prevent viral replication and without injury to the host cell. Therapy for viral disease is further complicated by the fact that clinical symptoms appear late in the course of the disease. वायरसेस में ये पर्टिकुलर एक बात है, दैट इज़ डिफ्रेंशिएटिंग इट फ्रॉम द बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन, पैरासिटिक इन्फेक्शन. यू कैन से कि वायरसेस में वायरस पहले एंटर होके एक साइलेंट फेज में चला जाता है, और आफ्टर साइलेंट फेज इस दौरान इसकी एक्यूमुलेशन होती है, इस दौरान इसकी मल्टीप्लिकेशन होती है वाइल अटैकिंग दी लिविंग होस्ट सेल्स. और जब ये मल्टीपल बन चुके होते हैं वायरियंस एंड वायरसेस, फिर जो है फिजिकल कुछ सिम्टमटोलॉजी और क्लिनिकल सिम्टम्स अपीयर होती हैं, और इस दौरान इस पीरियड में एक डिले हो जाता है. पेशेंट साइलेंट होता है, पेशेंट को पता भी नहीं चलता ही हैज़ बीन इन्फेक्टेड बाय द वायरस, और वायरस अंदर रहते हुए बॉडी के अंदर मल्टीप्लाई इनटू मल्टीप्लाई होता रहता है. और जब इतनी अटैकिंग पोजीशन में आज का होता है कि बॉडी का, ह्यूमन का जो डिफेंस मैकेनिज़्म है, जो इम्यूनिटी है, उसको ब्रेक करके रख देता है, और फिर जो है सिम्टोमेटोलॉजी ज़ाहिर होती है. उस वक्त तक ये वायरस बहुत सारे वायरसेस में मल्टीपल न्यूमरस अनकाउंटेबल पोजीशन में पहुंच चुका होता है. सो थेरेपी फॉर वायरल डिजीज इज़ फर्दर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बाय द फैक्ट दैट clinical symptoms appear late in the course of the disease, and the time comes when most of the virus particles have been replicated, multiplied, and their growth has occurred in many viruses, which is in contrast to bacterial infection. Therefore, at this late symptomatic stage of viral infection, administration of drugs that block the viral replication have limited effectiveness. Now we come to antiviral drugs. That was a brief about what is the structure of the virus, what are the types of viruses, what are the RNA viruses, what are the DNA viruses, what are their diseases, and how it act. And after that, a brief knowledge about the virus, we come to the main topic, antiviral drugs. They can exert their actions at several stages of viral replication, including viral adsorption, जब वायरस आके अटैच होता है लिविंग सेल की आउटर वॉल के साथ, वायरल एडजॉर्प्शन, फिर वो उसकी वाल को रिमूव करता हुआ, पेनिट्रेट करता हुआ जब सेल के अंदर एंटर हो जाता है, दैट इज़ पेनिट्रेशन इनटू द सेल. सो यू बी मोर कंसंट्रेटेड, टारगेटेड ऑन दीज लाइंस. ये मैकेनिज़्म ऑफ एक्शन है कि जब वायरस अटैक करता है, एब्जॉर्ब होता है, अटैच होता है ह्यूमन सेल्स के साथ, लिविंग सेल के साथ, तो उस वक्त ऐसी ड्रग्स मौजूद हैं जो इसके एब्जॉर्प्शन, अटैचमेंट को ब्लॉक करती हैं ताकि वो एंटर ही ना हो और वो प्रोसेस शुरू ही ना हो इसकी मल्टीप्लिकेशन का. देयर आर ड्रग्स विच एक्ट एट दिस साइट and there are group of drugs which act when it has penetrated into the cell, human cell. Virus has penetrated into the human cell. There are a group of drugs which act on this site. Then uncoating of the viral outer layer occurs. Then nucleic acid synthesis occurs. Then late protein synthesis of the virus process occurs. And in the last and in the final stages of viral packaging, their assembling occurs and virion replication is released. So one virus is entering into the human living cell, एड्जॉर्प्शन हो रही है, उसकी पेनिट्रेशन हो रही है, उसकी अनकोटिंग, आउटर वाल की अनकोटिंग हो रही है, फिर ये प्रोटीन में और अपने आरएनए, डीएनए में स्प्लिट होके फिर उनकी सिंथेसिस करके उसकी जो सेल की मेटाबॉलिक मशीनरी है, एनर्जी है, न्यूट्रिशन है, उसको यूटिलाइज़ करके ये मल्टीपल वायरसेस में, मल्टीपल वायरियंस में पैकेजिंग, असेंबलिंग करके एक्सर्ट होता है और निकलता है ह्यूमन सेल से. सो वायरल एप्लीकेशन रिलीज कैन अकर. फॉर ह्यूमन इम्यूनोडेफिशिएंसी वायरस इन्फेक्शन, ह्यूमन इम्यूनोडेफिशिएंसी वायरसेस, एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स आर. अब ये डिफरेंट एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ. एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स आर एबाकेविर, डेरुनाविर, डाइडेनोसिन, राइटोनाविर, जाइडोवुडीन, जिनामिविर. Now you will be focusing or you will be having a thought that these drugs are generally are not you are studying in the whole pharmacology. These are the specific drugs which are included in the topic of antiviral drugs. So these are not a common drugs mentioned in other units of pharmacology. You know, antiviral drugs are abacavir, darunavir, didenosine, ritonavir, zidovudine, zenamivir. Now we come to the classification of the antiviral drugs according to the systemic infection. This is one way we classify the antiviral drugs according to systemic infection. कि कौन सी ड्रग्स, ऐसी ड्रग्स अब ग्रुप ऑफ ड्रग्स आप बना लेते हैं, क्लासीफाई करते हैं जो कि रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट पे एक्ट कर रही हैं, जो इस तरह दूसरे सिस्टम पे एक्ट कर रही हैं. और अदर वे इज़ आप ग्रुप ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन करते हैं एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स की अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर मोड ऑफ एक्शन, अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन. सो दीज आर द टू वेज हाउ यू क्लासीफाई द एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स. नाउ यू सी, अगर आप सिस्टमिक इन्फेक्शन के हिसाब से, ग्रुप के हिसाब से देखें कौन कौन से सिस्टम्स कैसे ये इन्वॉल्व करती हैं ड्रग्स. क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स सिस्टमिक वाइज, सिस्टम वाइज. नंबर 1 फॉर रेस्पिरेटरी वायरस इन्फेक्शन, एमेंटाडीन, ओसेल्टामिविर, रिबावरीन, रिमेंटिडीन, ज़नामिविर. Drugs acting on the hepatic system for hepatic viral infections. Number 1 was for respiratory virus infection. Number 2 is for hepatic viral infection. Adifovir, Entecavir, Interferon, Lamivudine, Telbivudine, Tenofovir. ये हैं वो ड्रग्स जो कि हेपेटिक सिस्टम पे एक्ट करती हैं, एंटीवायरल ड्रग्स. नंबर 3 फॉर हर्पीस वायरसेस, and cytomegalovirus infections. These include antiviral drugs, for example, herpes virus infection के लिए और cytomegalovirus infection के लिए you have group of drugs, antiviral drugs as acyclovir, cidofovir, famciclovir, fomiversin, foscarnet, ganciclovir, panciclovir, valacyclovir, valganciclovir, and vidarabin. So this is the classification of antiviral drugs on infection, respiratory infections. By the virus, you have group of drug. Hepatic infections by the viruses, you have hepatic viral infection को treat करने के लिए group of drugs, and there is a group of drugs which act when you have one person has herpes virus infection or cytomegalovirus infection. Anti-herpes drugs or treat herpes virus infection, inhibitors of viral DNA polymerase that prevent virus replication. Herpes viruses are associated with a broad spectrum of disease, cold sores, viral encephalitis, genital infection. The drugs are effective during the acute phase of viral infection. Most drugs are active against herpes viruses or antimetabolites, bioactivated via viral or host cell kinases to form compounds that inhibit viral DNA polymerase synthesis. उसकी synthesis को block करती हैं. Now we come to a drug acyclovir. ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ herpes वायरस की इन्फेक्शन. ये क्लासिफिकेशन देखें for herpes virus and anti cytomegalovirus infection, जिसमें एक ड्रग है acyclovir. ये आपने देखा acyclovir. It is the prototype anti-herpetic therapeutic agent or drug. It is guanosine derivative with a high specificity for herpes simplex virus known as HSV1, HSV2, herpes simplex viruses, and varicella zoster virus. Herpes simplex can cause cold sores, conjunctivitis, mouth ulcers, genital infections, and viral encephalitis. Varicella zoster viruses cause shingles and chickenpox, skin की diseases हैं. Herpes, varicella zoster virus cause shingles and chickenpox. In these conditions, you can give a drug known as acyclovir drug. Then we come to mechanism of action of acyclovir. Acyclovir is a guanosine analog converted to active form triphosphate from monophosphate by the host cell kinases. It is the acyclovir triphosphate that inhibit viral DNA polymerase, terminating viral nucleic acid chain. यहाँ ये ब्लॉक कर देता है इसकी चेन को, वायरल की चेन को. It is the acyclovir triphosphate that inhibit viral DNA polymerase enzyme terminating viral nucleic chain. It is 30 times more potent, this drug. It is 30 times more potent against the herpes virus enzymes than the host enzyme. यानी जो होस्ट के अपने एंजाइम है उसके मुकाबले में जो वायरस के एंजाइम है उस वहाँ ये 30 टाइम्स मोर एक्टिवली एक्ट करता है. So this is the mechanism of action of acyclovir drug. What is its pharmacokinetic? Acyclovir can be given orally, topically, intravenously. When it is given orally, only 20% of the dose is absorbed and peak plasma concentration are achieved in about 1 or 2 hours. Because of its short half-life, oral administration requires simple multiple daily doses of acyclovir. Its cerebrospinal fluid CSF concentration is about 50% of those of in plasma. Renal excretion is the major route of elimination of the drug acyclovir antiviral drug. रीनल थ्रू किडनी थ्रू यूरिन जो है ये पास होती है मेनली. रीनल एक्सक्रीशन इज द मेजर रूट ऑफ एलिमिनेशन ऑफ एसाइक्लोविर ड्रग एंड डोजेज शुड बी रिड्यूस्ड इन पेशेंट विद रीनल इम्पेयरमेंट, क्योंकि एक्सक्रीशन कम होगी इसकी जब ये रीनल किडनी इन्फेक्शन और डिसऑर्डर हो तो. व्हाट आर द क्लिनिकल यूजेस ऑफ acyclovir? Oral acyclovir is commonly used for the treatment of mucocutaneous genital herpes lesion and for prophylaxis in AIDS autoimmune deficiency syndrome. In other immunocompromised patients as well, for example, those undergoing organ transplant, acyclovir intravenous administration is used for several herpes disease including encephalitis and for neonatal HCV infection. What are the unwanted side effects of acyclovir? The oral drugs may cause gastrointestinal distress, headache, local inflammation can occur during intravenous injection. When you are going or giving parenteral intravenous injection of acyclovir, patient can notice GI distress, headache, local inflammation. Toxic effects with parenteral administration include delirium, टॉकेटिव हो जाता है पेशेंट्स, ट्रेमर्स, हाथ कांपते हैं, ट्रेमर्स होते हैं, मूवमेंट्स होती हैं, फाइन मूवमेंट्स. सो डिलीरियम, ट्रेमर, सीजर्स, hypertension, fall in blood pressure, nephrotoxicity, kidney damage. The dosage of acyclovir is when given topically 5% ointment जब आप स्किन पे अप्लाई करते हैं, so you can use topically by 5% ointment formation, or acyclovir orally can be given in the dose of 200 milligram 5 times a day, intra or intravenously, parenterally intravenously, or you can say by weight 15 milligram per kilogram per day. Other drugs for herpes virus infection, ganciclovir is an analog of acyclovir, or guanosine is the drug of choice for cytomegalovirus infection. It suppresses viral DNA replication, but unlike acyclovir, it does not act as DNA chain terminator. For example, cytomegalovirus retinitis, it is given intravenously, excreted mainly through the kidney in the urine. Its half-life is 4 hours. Oral administration can be used for maintenance therapy in the AIDS patients. Toxicity include bone marrow depression, potential carcinogenicity, embryotoxicity. Adverse effects also include severe blood disorder, that is neutropenia. So these are the side effects of the ganciclovir drug, antiviral drug. Another drug is penciclovir, is an acyclic guanosine nucleoside derivative, active against HSV1, HSV2, varicella zoster virus, only given topically, applied locally on the skin. Famciclovir is effective orally, approved for the treatment of acute herpes zoster. Phoscornate drug inhibit viral RNA polymerase enzyme, DNA polymerase enzyme, HIV reverse transcriptase enzyme. It is given intravenously. It is alternative for prophylaxis and treatment of cytomegalovirus CMV infections, including CMV retinitis. Then anti-influenza agents, that is treatment of respiratory virus infection, or neuraminidase inhibitor, you can say, by mechanism of action. Viral respiratory tract infections for which treatment exists include those of influenza A plus B and respiratory syncytial viruses RSV. Immunization against influenza A is the preferred approach. Orthomyxovirus that cause influenza contain the enzyme. इन्फ्लुएंजा किस वायरस से होता है? ऑर्थोमिक्सोवायरस causing influenza contain enzyme which is important to the life cycle of the virus. Viral neuraminidase enzyme can be selectively inhibited prevented, blocked by the neuraminic acid analog as oseltamivir and zanamivir drugs. These drugs prevent the release of new virions and their जो जब न्यू वायरस बाहर को प्रिवेंट कर देगा, बाहर नहीं आएंगे, तो सो देयर स्प्रेड फ्रॉम सेल टू सेल विल आल्सो बी प्रिवेंटेड और स्टॉप्ड और ब्लॉक्ड और डिक्रीज्ड considerably significantly. Oseltamivir, zanamivir are effective against both type A type and B type influenza viruses. Infections with these RNA viruses begins with attachment of the viral hemagglutinin to neuramic acid residue on host cells. The viral particle then enter the cell by an endocytosis process जो पहले आपको बताया. Oseltamivir and zanamivir antiviral drugs serve as inhibitors of viral neuraminidase enzyme activity. Neuraminidase inhibitors impede the viral spread. Pharmacokinetic oseltamivir is an orally active prodrug that is rapidly hydrolyzed by the liver to its active form. Zanamivir is inactive orally administered on inhalation or intravenously. Side effects of the oseltamivir. The most common side effects of the oseltamivir are nausea and GI discomfort. Amantadine and rimantadine are inhibitors of viral uncoating, thus inhibiting the viral disassembly. These drugs are effective in treatment and prevention of influenza A virus. It is approximately 80% effective in preventing viral infection. If treatment begins initially, that is within the first 48 hours after exposure to the disease or virus, it is also effective in some cases of Parkinson's disease as well. These drugs prevent viral uncoating by binding and blocking M2, the viral membrane matrix protein, which functions as channel for hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion proton channel is required for the fusion of viral membrane with the cell membrane that ultimately forms the endosome. It is created when the virus is internalized by endocytosis, जब वो enter हो जाता है सेल के अंदर. The acidic environment of the endosome is required for viral uncoating. These drugs may interfere with the release of new virions. Pharmacokinetic of amantadine. Amantadine given orally is well absorbed, distributed throughout the body, reaches high levels in secretions like saliva, unlike rimantadine. Amantadine, crossing the broad blood-brain barrier, penetrates to the CNS and most of the drug is excreted in the urine. Unwanted effects of amantadine are loss of sleep, that is insomnia, dizziness, चक्कर आते हैं, एटेक्सिया, जो वॉकिंग गेट है, चलने की जो तरीक़ाकार है वो जिगजैग हो जाता है, एटेक्सिया. सलर्ड स्पीच, बोलते हुए सलरिंग होती है, हल्का हकलाता है इंसान ये कौन से. हेलुसिनेशंस, ख्यालात अजीब किस्म के आते हैं. सीजर्स हैं. So unwanted effects of the amantadine are insomnia, dizziness, ataxia, slurred speech, hallucinations and seizures.